welcome. So glad to be here with you all. Really happy and excited to have this time, this moment, this opportunity with you today. And very grateful to be sharing space and energy and time in a moment where things can feel big and intense. So we're inviting you to just relax into this moment, relax into this opportunity to be with other humans, even though virtually, and relax into what is waiting for you. Just some context for the day, a little bit about us, the Temple of Wholeness. We are a 501c3 charitable organization designed for creating spaces and opportunities for connection, communion with self and other, collective at large, centered around spiritual connection, spiritual awakening, and deep service to the self and other, and transformation of self, other, planet, and collective. You're likely to find themes here of those who consider themselves to be on a path of awakening, on a path of service, and generally on a path of joy and excitement and embodiment. And we're happy to play in all those spaces with you. So thank you for being here. We also want to acknowledge that we have a live stream happening through our friends at unify.org. We've been seeing every month as we've been sharing this transmission with them. We're getting about 1,000 views on Facebook and probably on other outlets as well. So just know that our community here, live on Zoom, is also being joined on live stream, and there's a wider collective of people, both in eyeballs and minds and hearts, that are joining us here. So welcome to you all as well. So our order for today is I'm going to lead us through an attunement in just a moment. That will probably be 10, maybe 15 minutes. We're going to have the big bulk of our experience with Amber, who is guiding our wholehearted presence sermon today. And then lastly, the wise and lovely and very accomplished Teresa Collins is going to be sharing a prayer with us and some music at the end. Following that, we'll let our friends at Unify drop off, and then us who are live on this call will be in a little bit of community practice. We'll break out into small groups and have a little bit of community interaction centered around a couple of questions. So all that being said, we're going to start with our attunement. So glad to have you all here. So this attunement starts with a deep breath. Just remembering that we are physical, human, biological beings made of earth, made of stardust, embodied by spirit, embodied and animated by life itself. So let that breath bring presence and life into your beingness. Let that breath seep its way into every nook and cranny, every forgotten or neglected space, every part that may have gotten distracted, disconnected, or otherwise engaged in stress or challenge or confusion. Let that breath knock on the door of the parts of us that have wanted to come back into the fold, wanted to have a seat at the table again, wanted to have connection and purpose and presence. Let that breath open wide the door of possibility and presence and capability in our very wide and complete beingness. And as that breath starts to animate, invigorate, open, and connect into all aspects of the self, just recognize that it may also be spreading wider than what we consider our physical, biological body. At the Temple of Wholeness, we've expanded embodiment into embodiesment, recognizing that we are not one body. We are multiple energetic body existing in multiple energetic realms. We honor and love and appreciate this physical being. And we recognize it is not the sum total of who we are. So as that breath opens, deepens, widens, and animates, this physical form, recognize it also activating, cohering, bringing online, bringing into connection all of these other bodies in all of these other realms. And feel yourself, body awake, body alive, in this moment of conscious participation with all aspects of the self. Notice that multidimensional alignment. A column of light and love through all these realms that is the core of my I-ness, my me-ness. And let all of those parts, all of those beings, all of those bodies come to play. Come to be in the celebration and participation of what you're doing here this moment. Let all the feminine receiving aspects of self open and soften. Let all of the masculine certainty and directed, oriented aspects of self invigorate and enliven, and invite any other aspect of self that you may want to bring to the show, bring to the party, bring to the collective. And in all these bodies and all these realms, let the minds of these bodies activate, awaken, align, and cohere to that diamond mind, that one perfectly clear intelligence, that consciousness that universal meanness. Mind awake, bodies awake, purpose, care, love alive in the body. Find a moment of gratitude as the carrier wave, the energetic signature of all that we will be participating in today. That gratitude that signals to our world and our worlds that we care, that we have enough to receive and give. There's spaciousness for more to arrive because we can appreciate what we have. And simultaneously, there's an overflowing, and that those who need to receive can find us. This gratitude seeps again into every cell, every particle of your energy bodies is enshrouded with this gratitude. As the carrier wave for the mind and minds of all these bodies and all these realms. And lastly, the collective carrier wave of all of us participating here. All of us as a one, as a group, as a many becoming a singular. Let us ride in the same carrier wave of completeness and appreciation and wholeness, both in the receiving and the transmitting of that complete and perfect truth. And again to the breath. And with that breath, I'll pass the onus of opportunity and the onus of invocation onto Amber. She'll lead us in our main participation today.
Thank you, Matt. That was beautiful. I invite you to continue to keep your gaze looking inwards, the eyes closed, maintaining this close, intimate contact with the breath, acknowledging that the joining of our attention and intention focused into the breath guides the energy, tunes the energy. So let us maintain this awareness for the duration of our journey here together. And with that, continuing to connect with this column that runs through the center of the bodies, joining them all together into this central channel. And first, just breathing up and down this corridor, becoming aware of what is here. Tracking any sensations that are present in this moment. Tuning to the quality of your inner atmosphere. Noticing any emotional tones that may be present. Any activity or static, perhaps, of the mind. As it continues to settle more deeply into this moment, guiding it deeper into the center, allowing the opportunity for a deeper settling into this now. And allowing your awareness to come to a point of focus at the center of the heart, at this doorway to the eternal. And guiding the breath and our attention fully into this point. And as we focus our attention here with our breath, joining the intention for our communion today to be one that nourishes our wholehearted presence. And with that, as we open to the current and allow it to tune us into coherence, to invite any of the aspects of self that may be hovering in an experience of division, of fragmentation on any level, whether it's dragging the past forward or projecting our awareness into the future with concern about what will be. Let us focalize our intention to bring all aspects into full presence in this moment so that we may experience our wholeheartedness, acknowledging that presence only lives in this moment, and any attention going towards the past or the future is siphoning our power away from the now, which is the moment that we can only affect any moment from. So as we breathe into this intention, allowing the field of awareness to begin to widen from the heart, beginning to slowly spread spherically, first beyond the chest, spreading through the torso, spreading up into the neck and the head and the limbs, spreading just an inch or two beyond the body, spreading a little bit more, about a foot or so beyond the body. Continuing to expand a few feet more. And now allowing an expansion so that you can perceive the electromagnetic field that emanates from the heart, stretching, reaching about 8 feet in all directions beyond the body. And just take a few moments with the breath to sense 360 degrees in all directions from the heart center outwards, as if you were resting in the center of the heart and you have a spotlight of your awareness that can begin to scan. Simply scanning your field to notice what you notice, picking up any information that may be present, noticing if there are any areas in the field that drop out, that gap out in your awareness. And if you notice such an area, simply holding your attention there, breathing the breath, guiding the energy to fill that space. Coming into a sense of fullness of your personal field. The electrical and magnetic signals of the heart are hundreds of times more powerful than that of the brain. With the recognition of that, let us join as well the intention for the mind to be assigned the task for the duration of this communion, to remain engaged by paying close attention to the sensations that are present moment by moment, so that the mind may come into accord with the heart as the main conductor of this experience. Gathering all your awareness from the edges of your field, breathing from all directions, scooping yourself up, drawing all energy into the center of the heart. And as you inhale here, anchoring into a sense of stability in your core. And from the heart, begin to look upwards through this corridor. Again, shining that spotlight of your awareness upwards from the heart. And as you do, follow the energy up through the throat, up through the center of the head and the master glands that are here, up through the crown of the head, and gazing up and out through the crown, just a couple of feet above the head, and allow your awareness to come to a point of focus here at this center, this energetic center known as the soul star, that filters the incoming cosmic frequencies in perfection, moment by moment, tuning it to your system. So as we focus here and breathe into this point, imagine it grows more luminous with each in-breath. And see and sense that energy radiating more powerfully with each out-breath. A couple more breaths in this way, focusing powerfully here. Inviting this doorway to open, to broaden. And from this point, gaze even higher. Gazing upward from this point, imagining you can look up, lift up, and joining with this current of golden cosmic energy, this warm, viscous light, the Christ stream that is flowing in through this point. And as you inhale, begin to breathe this energy down, receiving it in through the crown of the head. And as it flows in through the crown of the head, it begins to saturate its way down through every cell. Reaching into the nucleus of every cell, into the temple of your DNA. Refreshing, restoring, harmonizing, and balancing. As the DNA begins to resonate more fully in accord with this Christ stream, this evolutionary impulse of life that is continually encouraging us to tune ourselves, to align in coherence with the divine blueprint of life, informing, pulsing, dancing every particle into resonance with this universal song of life, enfolding, unfolding, becoming. And simply continue to breathe this restorative crystalline stream down through the body, pausing in any space that makes itself known that it needs this energy. It requires a deeper drink of this restorative current. Slowing down to sense more deeply where receiving is needed, where you can soften and open a little bit more to allow this saturation to occur. Breathing in the qualities of this current, the warmth, the generosity, the sweetness, the nourishment, the peace, and the causeless joy. And as this current makes its way all the way down through the body, allow it to begin to seep out of your pores, saturating through the different levels of the energetic bodies as it begins to fill in the space beyond the skin. And allow the intelligence and the benevolence of this current to organize the patterns of your field into greater alignment with your unique divine blueprint. Allow the intelligence of this current to locate any protective layers that you may have created at any point that served in the moment, yet are expired, are no longer serving, and are now, in fact, perhaps keeping out what you desire to receive, as well as holding in what you desire to give, to release out into the world. And setting the intention for this current to find any of these membranes, any of these layers, these walls, to locate them, find them, and to begin to soften them, ripening them like the casing around a seed. Allowing for these membranes to be fully penetrated by this light. Allowing for the walls to fall away that are ready to. So that you may experience more of this permeability of life fully moving through you as you bringing the entire system into a more complete state of unity. Now allowing the awareness to come to rest at the pelvic bowl. Seeing this bowl filled with this golden light. Breathing it deeply into the perineum, into the genitals. Allowing for the root to receive, to soften. And as you do so, allowing for this center that is here at the root to begin to dilate open. And as it does, following the current down through the root, down into the point, a couple of feet beneath the feet, the center known as the Earth Star. And as this center fills, as we hold our awareness here, breathing down into it, allowing for the nervous system to ground down into the greater body of Gaia. And in doing so, we allow for any energy that is in excess within the system, or any energies that we've been holding that are not in alignment with our highest good, serving of our harmony and balance in this moment, to simply be released down into her body so that she may compost these energies, return them back into circulation for life to be nourished. And as we breathe down into her body, offering a breath of gratitude to the Mother for holding us all, for giving us a home here to explore and evolve and grow and serve and play. And with the next in-breath, beginning to breathe upwards, drawing her nourishment up through the roots, through the soles of the feet, through the base of the spine, the pelvic bowl. And as you drink this energy up, just as a tree drinks the sap up, allow for the intelligence and the benevolence of this energy to swirl and whirl its way through the system, reaching into every space that requires more of it. Feeling the qualities that she offers in abundance. Receiving this nourishment as a gift from life to itself. Drinking and drawing it up into the heart. And just like a flower, drinking in what it requires to unfurl its petals. Allow for the next layers of the heart that are ready to open, to unfurl, to do so. Feeling the more as you drink into the singularity at the center of the heart. The more it begins to expand and radiate open. And as you nestle in here to the center of the heart, observing and feeling this descending current that is flowing down this golden Christ stream. And this ascending current from the earth like a blue, cool plasma. Feeling and seeing them blending, mixing together in perfect proportion to tune your system in harmony, guided by the profound, ineffable intelligence of your heart. And as you rest deeper and deeper into this point, the center of this tube, this corridor, observing the beautiful dance of the heart pulsing, this toroidal field, actively receiving into the center with each in-breath and observing, feeling, and appreciating its emanations with each out-breath. And begin to invoke the qualities along a spectrum of love that feel correct for you to cultivate right now from this space within the heart. Whatever qualities feel most serving for you in your life right now, allow yourself to invoke the feeling tone of them. And with each breath that you breathe into the heart and to this feeling tone that you are choosing to invoke, imagining you have a volume knob, and each breath can turn that volume up a little bit more, increasing the intensity of the feeling. Allow it to nourish you. Allow it to start to build a charge in your heart. Inviting the intensity of feeling, that which you choose to cultivate in this moment. The crystalline structures within the DNA activating, resonating their crystalline tones. Allowing the system to vibrate in the frequency of undivided love, your wholeheartedness. The unique signature frequency of your essence, anchoring even more deeply and offering itself even more fully as your vital gift to this world. Noticing if the more deeply you reach in towards this still center, that the field emanating from the center can expand, grow stronger as it continues to increase in coherence. And as we do so, we are entraining all of the particles of space into greater coherence. And continuing to hold the intention as you feel this quality that you're cultivating to cleanse, to purify the heart, the bodies, holding the tender human heart in its full spectrum experience, inherent in being on this planet at this time, where it witnesses so much chaos and division. Holding that tenderness with infinite compassion from the perspective of your soul's essence that holds the view, that has the overview of the path, that is continually sending us signals in each moment to guide us onto the correct path for us. The path of least resistance and greatest fulfillment, moment by moment, in order to be of service to every space we encounter, to every being that we encounter. Can we offer our devotion to this cultivation of being this dominant oscillator, being one who chooses to anchor into the coherence of the heart, to tune ourselves into coherence first and foremost, so that we may be of highest service and each moment we find ourselves in, helping to bring coherence in the face of chaos that we encounter, to reveal the solutions that are inherent within every challenge, to be the courage in the face of fear that would otherwise contract or hide or fight. We choose to create a strong, clear containment field that allows us to remain relaxed in the heart at the center. That allows us to reach into the peace that is always here, regardless of what is happening around us. To make our home in the space where we have true command over our energy. Acknowledging that we have very little, if any, control over the conditions of what is happening outside of us. Yet here, at home in the center of our heart, we always have command over our response to the conditions. From this space, we are in our power, the power of love. You're just resting here, breathing, feeling this tone saturating every cell, feeling it tuning the field around you. And breathing a breath of gratitude directed inwards towards yourself for your commitment to being this love, the love that breaks down the barriers, the love that builds the bridges, the love that seeks our commonality, the love that brings us together into the synergy that is required to birth this new world that is in the process of massive transition. May we each be the beacon, the lighthouse that helps guide all those who are seeking the truth of the true reality, the truth of their very heart that creates spaces of safety, true safety, to come home to our wholeheartedness, to hold each other as such, and to reveal the beauty that is at the heart of all. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for offering all of yourself to this life, ever more so with each breath. Thank you for opening. Thank you for allowing life to move through you in service to this world. And with that, I hand the baton over to our beloved Teresa to seal all of this goodness up and bring us home.
Wholehearted presence is our natural state of coherence. And in this state, we release resistance to life, and we find ourselves face to face in partnership, our dance partner in and as life. So just for a few moments, let's just saturate ourselves in the awareness with our feet on the ground and our awareness in this present moment of what this natural state of coherence feels like in you. It's always here. It's always available and present for you simply by placing our awareness in our heart, breathing in and out of our heart, and evoking a feeling from this center. And in this natural state of coherence, you are a unique vibration and frequency of life. No one else on the planet is vibrating with this unique state of love and joy. In this state of coherence, natural state of coherence, the only thing required of you is to radiate this unique vibration of love and joy that you are. Nothing else is required. And it's exactly what life needs most from you and me and us right now, right now. And in every moment, we're feeding the field with the vibration of our unique presence. And in this sacred field right now, we can offer up prayer. A prayer that's unique to you and the vibration that you are. And radiate in this moment combined with everyone else present now to bless life, to bless this planet, to bless the people and the animals and every single molecule of life. So let's take a moment to collect our prayer. Naturally radiating out from the center of your heart. And radiate this prayer across the face of the field of life that we are. Send your prayer wherever it's most needed right now. Leave no molecule left untouched by the power of your love and joy that is infused in this prayer. In heart-centered presence, in wholehearted presence, what we feed the field matters. And now draw that energy all the way into the center, back into the center of your own sweet heart. And bring that prayer into every cell of your being. And make a commitment in this moment to choose wholeheartedly to allow the truth of who you are, this natural state of coherence, this unique vibration of love and joy that you are. Commit to shining this frequency into the world today and every day. Because you, in this state of wholehearted presence, are the gift. And it's what life needs most from you and me and us right now.
Thank you, Teresa. Ah, what a deep, rich, and lovely time we get to spend here together. Thank you, Teresa, for that beautiful prayer and letting it be a broadcast out into the world. Thank you, Amber, for that very deep and luminous and expressive experience.
Thank you all for your presence, for your smiles, for your hearts. Appreciate you so deeply. May you continue.
Thank you.
And bless everyone you encounter with your smile, with your wholeheartedness, with the beauty that you are.